Okay, we will get started. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. You can come right down into your mats and we will get comfortable. So just coming to a comfortable place, whether that is legs extended or your feet planted. Bring your arms alongside or maybe up overhead or hands onto your stomach. And as always, just taking the next couple of moments to just find your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. And belly rises on the inhale. And let your back body get nice and heavy on your exhale. And breathing in, ribs expand. And breathing out, let the shoulders become heavy, softening away any tension. Just finding that connection that will move you through the next 30 minutes of class. Starting your day off, just allowing ourselves to become energized, and at the same time, releasing anything that is not going to serve us for the day. And just take a few more cycles of breath here before we start to move. And then you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, roll the wrists and the ankles. And just waking yourself up. Bringing the heels together at the back of the mat. You can reach the arms up overhead. Point the toes here. Take an inhale. Find a full body stretch. Get really long. And exhale, relax. Good. One more like that. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, step the feet onto the floor. Draw the knees in toward the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins and give yourself a squeeze. Find a little tuck in the chin so the neck is long. And then just gently starting to pull your thighs in as you root down through your lower back. And keep the thighs squeezing in and just rock yourself side to side here. Just massaging out your lower back. Good. Right knee stays in, left leg goes long. Hands interlace on top of the shin. Relax the shoulders. Again, retuck that chin. And just gently squeeze the right knee in. Just get rid of my cat here because he's eating my plants. Get out. Just take about 3 more here. You can start to circle out your right hip. Just waking up that right side. And at the end of the third breath, left knee in, switch it up. So right leg long, switch the grip with your hands. And find that same rhythm of breath. And maybe adding in those nice big circles here. Just do a few both ways and take about 3 more breaths. Okay, at the end of your third breath, the right knee back in, arms around both of the shins. Find that gentle squeeze again. Okay, now bring both feet down onto the floor. Just a little bit of hamstring work here. Extend the sole of the right foot up. And then flex the right toes so it looks like you're standing on the ceiling. Take your hands and just interlace them on the back of the thigh. Relax the shoulders. And if you're super tight in the hamstrings, go ahead and bend that right knee a bit more. You don't want to feel any pulling behind the knee. You just want to feel this right in the back of the thigh. So relax the shoulders. You're just gently drawing that right thigh in a bit closer. And breathing in and breathing out. Good. Not here for too long, just about 3 more. And then we're going to keep this right leg up. You're just going to start to slide the right leg about 6 inches over to the left. So you're bringing the leg on a bit of a diagonal line. If you want to extend your left leg, you can go ahead and do that. You're just going to feel this a bit more through the outside of the right thigh. Keep the right foot flexed, so toes curl toward you, heel pushes up to the ceiling. Make sure you're breathing here. And take about 3 cycles of breath here, slow and steady. And so at the end of the 3rd breath, start to bring that right leg back through center, step the left foot onto the floor, and then just carefully extend the right leg long. Take your time, extend the left leg as well. So just settle here for a moment. And just notice how that right leg feels compared to the left, maybe a bit of a difference. Good, and let's step the feet back onto the floor, and we'll do that on the left side. So left foot reaches up, interlace, and try to interlace again with your opposite grip. And bending that left knee as much as you need to. Shouldn't feel painful at all here. Just that slight bit of tension. And always trying to pull that left leg in a little bit closer on every exhale. So just sort of moving a bit deeper. Again, nothing that feels painful or pinching or sharp in any way. And I'll do about 3 more here. And then at the end of the 3rd breath, again, you're sliding that leg about 6 inches over to the right this time. Option to extend the right leg. Keep the foot flexed. It's a really good stretch to do if you have really tight IT bands. And just try to soften your face, your shoulders, your neck. 3 cycles of breath. And so end of 3rd breath. Carefully come back through center, release the grip, and then slowly lower that left leg all the way down and extend the right leg as well. Bring your arms alongside just for a moment. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Good. 1 more like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Step the feet onto the floor. Take your right arm overhead and roll onto the right side. And just hang out here for a couple of breaths. Good. Whenever you feel ready, we will transition onto our front into a wide-legged child's pose. So knees wide, hips to the heels. Rest your forehead onto the mat or onto a block. And just coming right back to that rhythm of breath that we started with on our backs. You can inch the fingertips forward, push the hips back and down, get it longer through your sides. Okay, last 3 cycles here. Okay, so end of the third breath, press down through your hands, come forward to tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, untuck the toes. Take an inhale, let the belly drop down, arch through your back, roll the shoulders back, lift the gaze. Good, exhale, drop the tailbone, rounding the back. Drop the head and press upright between your shoulder blades. Good, breathe in, lifting up, feel the stretch across the stomach. And exhale, round it out, feel the stretch through the back body. Good, do 3 more just like that, breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, last 2 here, your breath. Just try to stay with that pace. Okay, so as you come back to a neutral spine, we're going to get a little more into the sides here. So on the breath in, you're looking over your right shoulder as you press your hips all the way to the left. And exhale brings you back. Good, breathe in, switch, pressing hips to the right, looking over the left shoulder. Exhale, center. I'm going to do 2 more on each side here. And staying with that pace. Just waking up the spaces between the ribs. And so once you're done, come back through center and we're going to move right into a comfortable seated position here. So you can sit up onto a block, a pillow. You can have the legs out in front of you or cross legs, whatever feels best. And just a nice tall spine. You can close your eyes here if you like, or lower your gaze. And come right back to that breath. Let's bring the chin right down to the chest. Okay, let your head be heavy. Soften the shoulders. And you can just slowly start to rock your head side to side. And take your time, feeling the neck and the shoulders. Good. So the next time that your left ear comes toward your left shoulder, just hold there. So if your neck is really tight, this feels like a lot, you can take your left hand and just sort of let your temple rest onto your fingers. So you're sort of creating a bit of a shelf for your head. Not necessary though. You can also extend the right arm away from the body, maybe bring left hand to the top of the head. You're not pulling your head down, your hand is just there for added weight. Or just find something that feels good, deepening the stretch without it becoming painful or too much. You can play around with the position of your gaze. I like to bring my chin sort of closer toward my shoulder, but just depends where you hold your tension. Bring that right arm back in toward the body. Chin comes back through center. Take a moment here, just resetting. And then right into the opposite side, right ear to right shoulder. And then just finding the stretch that works for you. And just make sure you're continuing to breathe here. Okay, bring the left arm back in. Slowly bring chin to chest. Okay, and just hold here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Okay, bring the chin back up through center. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And on your exhale, press those arms back down like you're moving your arms through water here. So you want to find a bit of resistance. Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, push down. Should feel the arms working here. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. This time, inhale, lift, and then interlace your fingers on your exhale and release your index fingers. Soften the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, come up and over toward the left. Try to square your shoulders forward. Now, if your shoulders are tight, you can bend the elbows a bit more, or you can bring that left arm down altogether. Good. So every breath in, you're finding a bit of a lift. And exhale, you're reaching. Good. Breathe in, come all the way back up. And then right into the opposite side on your exhale. Again, finding the position that feels best. Arm down or elbows bent. Awesome. Start to come all the way back up. Holding here, take an inhale. Interlace all your fingers, and on your exhale, bring your arms out in front of you. So you want your elbows to be nice and wide, like you're sort of holding or hugging a big beach ball right in front of you. You're going to bring your chin to your chest. Good. And try to hollow out through the front of the body. So without actually separating your hands, try to pull your hands away from each other. So you'll feel this nice stretch right between your shoulder blades. And make sure you're breathing here. Good, a couple more. Awesome. Rise back up, release that, and you're going to reach right behind you, interlace. Coming into a counter pose. Start to press the knuckles back, roll the shoulders back, press the heart forward. Maybe a little bit of a lift with your gaze. So a really good stretch for the chest. Really energizing as well. Just try to keep your breath controlled here. Long inhales. Slow, steady exhales. And come back up. Hands to the thighs. Give the shoulders a roll. A few times one way. And then go the opposite way. Good. We're going to transition back into a tabletop position. So take your time getting there, no rush. And once you're in tabletop, you can give your hips a little rock side to side. And then walk the knees back, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up into a downward dog. Feet are about hip distance, hands are shoulder width. Good, just pedal it out here. Nice stretch for the entire back body. Okay, now bring the gaze between the hands and take your time. Just kind of walk your feet to the top of the mat. Take as many steps as you need. And then bend the knees a lot. So you're in a passive forward fold. Release your head completely. So try not to look forward. Just let your head hang here. You can hold on to your opposite elbows if you like. And sway really gently side to side. Good. Come back through center. Release the hands. Take an inhale. Bring the palms to the shins. Lengthen the spine. And exhale. Fold heavy head. One more like that. Breathe in to lengthen. Now on your exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees, and step your left foot all the way back. Lower your back knee down and untuck the back toes. Okay, so we're going to move with our breath here. On your inhale, you're just going to rock the hips back, curl those right toes in for a hamstring stretch. And exhale, come forward into your low lunge. Okay, so breathe in, bring the hips back. Exhale, come forward. 3 more. Good. So as you come forward, plant the hands, curl the back toes under, lift the hips, downward dog. Okay, walk it out again. Keep the hips this way. Gaze comes forward, walk the feet to the hands. And right away, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the back body. Exhale, folds. Good, deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands and step your right foot all the way back. Back knee comes down. Untuck the toes. Same movement here. Inhale, bring the hips back. Curl the left toes in. Exhale, forward into your low lunge. Good, deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Do 3 more, just like that. So end of the third, you're coming forward, curl the back toes under, downward facing. Walk it out. All right, knees come down onto the mat. You're going to sit onto either hip. Bring the legs out in front of you. And then just head right onto your back. So as you come onto your back, you're going to plant the feet so they're hip distance apart. Slide the hips just a few inches over to the right side. You can cross the right thigh on top of the left if that's available. And let both of your knees fall to the left side. Good. Heavy shoulders. You can tee the arms out here. or bend the elbows. And then turning the gaze to the right if that feels okay for your neck. And try to take your deepest breaths here. And just letting yourself fall a bit deeper into the twist. With every exhale, if you need to place something under your knees to close up the space, you can do that, of course. Bring the gaze back through center, engage your core, and bring the knees back up. Recenter your hips, uncross your thighs, and then slide the hips a few inches to the left. Left thigh on top if that's available. And just coming into that same twist the opposite way. Let's try to stay with that rhythm of breath here. Heavy through both of the shoulders. All right, bring the gaze back. Engage the core, knees come back through center. Square off your hips, unwind the legs, and bring the feet together. Let your knees fall open. Bring the right hand to your stomach, left hand to your chest. Tuck the shoulders under, little tuck in the chin. Good. Long inhales through the nose. Slow exhales through the nose. You can stay like this or start to extend the legs long. Bring your arms alongside, turn your palms up to face the ceiling, tuck the shoulders under. And just breathe here. Settling into stillness and heaviness, just the way that we started. And just letting your breath come back to its natural rhythm, its natural pace. And so this is where I will leave you this morning. Thank you for coming. Nice to start the day with you all. Hope we can get outside and enjoy some sunshine. And I will see you all tomorrow at 8 a.m. Have a good day.
Thank you, Annie.
Welcome, Marilyn. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.